Hello Gemini, welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. Sorry for the background noise of my windows open. I hope that you're doing well. We are in quite the testing, challenging energy when it comes to relationships with each other as we are coming out of, well, we're still in the full moon in Sagittarius energy that was connecting to the great attractor. I did a video on that. If you want to understand that energy a little deeper, check out my video, Full Moon in Sagittarius. We have Venus, Mars and Venus, both in Leo now. And they are in kind of a far away conjunction, but Venus is opposing Pluto. And this is bringing up relationship wounds, power and control dynamics, issues with all of that in a pretty volatile way for many. And then we have Mercury conjunct Uranus, which is an interesting mix of just sudden thoughts, sudden realizations, sudden communications, suddenly something clicks into place and it's like, oh, I get it. So let's see what comes up for you, Gemini. Sun, moon, or rising. I hope that you guys are all doing well. I have a lot of Geminis in my family, actually. My son's a Gemini and my sister. They both share the same birthday. This is always interesting. May 25th. These are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Try not to know the story if it's not resonating for you. Check with your moon sign. Check with your rising sign. Check with the other signs. See what resonates, because we do have all 12 zodiac archetypes within our life experience, within our genetic makeup of some sort, our birth chart. We've got it all. So let's see what comes through for you. And if you would like to have a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. That information is also in the description box below this video. Let's begin with your reading, Gemini. Let's see what comes through for you. For Gemini. Stuff wants to come out. Okay. Courage. First card out. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. We face those fears instead of projecting out anger or blame. Find out why you're being triggered. What is being triggered in you? Deeply. Trust. Ah, yes. Big factor coming up also with that Venus opposing Pluto. Trust. Do we trust? Do we trust ourselves? Do we trust others? I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Inner voice. Not the monkey mind, not the chatter from the pain body, not the chatter from the ego who wants to be right and protect you, but from your inner voice, your heart. Judgment. I knew that was coming out. I just knew it. I knew it. And we have purpose at the bottom. Okay. So, Gemini. Where do we begin? Well, let's go to Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. When we don't trust, we tend to judge, right? That's a protective mechanism. But the universe is asking us to have the courage to trust in yourself, trust in the journey, trust in the process. You'll know why you're having these experiences when you do. But when we brace ourselves, when we resist, when we project, when we blame, we're just in the same old song. We're in the human, we're not in the divine dance. We're in the human chaotic mess sometimes. What else can we tell Gemini? So yeah, you're being called to face your fears with confidence. And trust your inner voice is guiding you. That's guiding you, not the mind, not the ego, not the fear, not the pride, not the judgment, not the inner protector, which is also the ego. Because everybody's journey is unique to them. Everybody's challenges are unique to them. We're not going to take those, but we have intimacy and magic. Okay, I'm supposed to keep them. Okay. Fear of intimacy. Fear of magic. Interesting. So you may be going through a pretty big part of the spiritual awakening, which can seem like magic. It is magic. We are magic. We're getting to learn and understand our own energetic power. But it does require us to get in touch with our heart, become transparent, vulnerable enough to be transparent so that you can allow people to see into you and you into them, into me see. Takes courage to do that, truly. Instead of playing a role or performing, which is what we typically do. We've learned to do this since we were young. To be certain people for a certain character for somebody, and to be another way for another person, or to just let your defenses take over. Just be you. Trust. Trust that inner voice. It is guiding you correctly. That is your intuition. It comes from the heart. For Gemini, trust. What's going on? Okay, we really want to use values. Accomplishment. Okay, get in touch with what's really important here on this planet. It's not money. Of course, yes, safety, security, as far as our health and well-being go, yes, that's something to value and to trust. But what we're getting at here is love, compassion, friendship, intimacy, beauty. We need to connect to each other. All of us. We've been so disconnected, so separate for so long. And this planet cannot handle it much longer. We must start to unite and connect to each other, which requires us to get deep into our hearts, kind of like get rid of all the garbage and the baggage. I wrote, we limit, this is not my words, these are a friend of mine. We limit ourselves by failing to clean out that garbage. We limit ourselves. We're limited when we're in that consciousness, in that perception. So. My goodness. So there's a fear of intimacy here I'm seeing, and it does require trust, which is hard for some people. We have to really work through some big stuff we've been hiding, even from ourselves. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I feel like you want to connect to people, or it could be one person in specific. It feels like it's risky, but on the flip side, and this has to do with that great attractor energy from that full moon video in Sagittarius. There's a huge pull and inspiration for romance, for connection, deeper connection. But when we're afraid, we end up judging, like you're not dropping into your heart. You're not just going with your feels. You're in the mind too much. what your purpose here is to really bridge that gap and bring justice to yourself, to your connections, to your situations, so that whoever you are connecting to, they're actually connecting to your heart and soul, and not just some ego persona, some personality that you've developed out of protection. Gemini. I just got a hot flash. There's a lot of energy flowing through me right now. Black Swan in reverse, Nine of Swords, mental anguish. This is you doing some shadow work. This is your shadow, or getting in touch with your shadow side. This speaks of healing old wounds. So that you're not subjected to all of that chatter. It's running the show. The mind will run the show. Oh, yes, it will. Rooster in reverse. Stag. Okay. Ooh, the Hierophant. So this is a spiritual journey, Gemini. You're going through a spiritual awakening, as we all are, always. You're learning some things. You may be starting to get rid of some old traditional beliefs and open up to more cosmic understanding from the heart. We have the Lovers. Being able to love unconditionally. Love in all forms. Love your neighbor, love your brother, your sister, your lover, your pets, the world, nature. Get back to it. It's also about choices and making a commitment to love. The Emperor. We have the Lovers, the Emperor, and the Four of Wands. Underneath, Judgment, which has romance, inspiration, and risk-taking. So this risky business of really letting yourself be real and dropping the act so that you can connect truly with true love, unconditional love. There's a fearlessness here with this bald eagle. That fearlessness comes from the heart. We are all wired with that. And the hummingbird is telling me that you are coming home to the heart. Four of Wands. Rest after some challenges, for sure. But this is, home is where the heart is. I keep hearing that. So it's not where your physical home is, but that you can make home wherever because you're connected to your heart. This earth is your home. Wherever you are on this earth is home. Or you can make it home from your heart. Rooster, Three of Wands in reverse with Justice. So you haven't really quite taken the steps yet to do this, Gemini. I think you've been kind of running and hiding from it for a while. And the universe is catching up to you. Mars and Venus, they're both now in Leo. I think I already said that. Masculine, feminine energy. They are connecting, but in some fiery energy right now with a lot of challenges. So understand that everything that happens in these sequential moments are unfolding more and more and more of our true purpose of what we're doing here, truly, on this planet. And that main goal is to get to connect to the heart, to love, to unconditional love. And it always starts with self, love of self first. I feel like you're afraid of getting hurt. You're afraid if I really open this heart all the way up, this person could hurt me bad. We all have those fears. We all have those fears. And hurt people will hurt people. Unconsciously, even. Obstacles and challenges. You haven't really been facing your obstacles and challenges with a new perspective. It does take courage to face these fears with confidence. So you've been doing a nice little sidestep. Yeah, temptation. A nice little sidestep. Like, yep, not going to feel that. Nope, we can get around that. Yep. But guess what? Heart chakra, bam, opens up and you're like, you can't escape that. It's in your body. You feel it. So again, you can run, you can hide, you can numb, you can try to escape, and you can temporarily escape, but it's always with you. It is you. This love belongs to you. It belongs to... So you definitely are having a heart chakra awakening here. But you're really trying to fight it off. Doing everything you can. So pay attention to the old ways, the old patterns that you fall back into when you're pulled into something that causes fear. Do you distract yourself? Do you keep yourself busy? Do you numb it out with drugs or alcohol? What do you do? To escape your heart. You can't escape that. The passion ignited. Yep. Destiny at the bottom. So we are all being, again, shown. You have a choice. Destiny, where your soul is evolving to through the heart, or fate, where you've been, what you've been doing, and you're going to keep repeating it. You're getting pulled to destiny, and it's scary. It's asking you to communicate and express yourself authentically and honest and real from the emotional body, from your true heart and soul. I feel like you're afraid of judgment. You're afraid of being hurt. You could be very sensitive. And maybe you didn't have, parents that were sensitive to your sensitivities, or friends or people around you that understood your sensitivities. Maybe you didn't understand your sensitivities, so you developed some alter ego or form to protect yourself. I've done that. And sometimes that part will still come out. I got to see that aspect of myself last week, actually. So it doesn't go away, but when I see it, there it is again. Let's reel it back in. Sometimes I have to go on an apology tour, but my friends and family understand that. Luckily, I don't really care anyway, but yeah. I mean, I care. I don't want to hurt anybody. Like I said, we hurt each other through our pain. King of Swords. The truth. The cold, hard facts. Page of Swords. So you're actually facing the truth, facing your truth. Going through a change. This is just internally, in the mind. Page of Swords, you're starting to understand the signs, the synchronicities. Picking up on what the universe is putting down. Still being tempted to run away from it because you don't trust it. You're like, I'm going to look crazy. I'm going to seem crazy. People are going to make fun of me or whatever it is. You know, we all have like guilt and shame for how we've acted in the past. It's okay. As long as you acknowledge it. Move beyond it then. Don't pretend it didn't happen or blame it on somebody else. Queen of Wands. Too much focus on what it is that you want. Too much focus on getting what you want can cause some trouble. How can I get what I want? Well, if it's a manipulative way, let's take this another route. Yeah. This speaks of codependency patterns, people pleasing. So to get your needs met, you're going around the truth of just expressing your truth and doing those little people pleasing things that you do to get your needs met or get your way. That is not helping your situation at all, and this is what you want to learn about, because you've got this passion, it's burning in you. But then we've got the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's, you're unable to execute what it is that you truly desire in this passion, because you're skirting around the truth. You're dancing with destiny and you're like, I don't know if I want to dance with you. I'm not sure. You're not really into opening up. Let's get you some advice here, Gemini. Let's see why you might be so closed off. It could just be that you're so familiar with being this way. It's been this way for a long time, but deep inside there are actual true passions and desires and loves and all these needs that are not being met because you're not outwardly expressing them. The way you're expressing, you're taking care of everybody else and hoping that your needs are going to get met that way. That's kind of like gaslighting, actually. Confusing to other people. Just be real. Be truthful. Okay, advice for Gemini. This is a family pattern, by the way. It's not just you. You've developed this pattern. You were taught this pattern, maybe, through your family or your community of some sort. Star Brothers. Here we go again with trust, safety. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Oh, ah. Okay. Let's see what we have here. You are more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now, from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and open our heart, that the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. Can't make it up, Gemini. This is the perfect card for this reading. Trust. Open your heart. The divine is holding your hand through this one. So please try to understand the process of cracking open and awakening and opening the heart up. Truly, truly is a beautiful process. It can be scary. Yes, I know. I've been there. But I'm here to tell you that once you do, you can't go back anyway. So why not give it a try? Sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.